Check.
Track baby, try another one. Duse, jump on it. Ride it like Jackie, the hell smoking that loud, lace the yak with mouth. Making mama proud, popping it like shot. Turn up, it's a gangster party.
PT, ain't never popped a Molly, but if I ever catch Mac, I'ma pop a Holly. I don't even rob a cop the Harley. Blowing so much green, I shame Marley. Yeah, I push the line to its full limit. Hit the hole like 22, boy, I'm a young Emmett. Nothing go like snow, now that's a cold image. Still whistling, sending, knocking them white women. Only reason I do it to avenge Emmett. To the day they go before and they box me out. Knowing me, it don't matter, I simply change my route. On my hobby.
Where's. Let me finish this real quick. We gotta get this this poll. Y'all hit that like button on your way in, man. Hit that like button on your way in. Now back to what I was saying. Where's. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations, home of the West Coast, the voice of the culture. It's Duse down. And if you on Instagram right now, go ahead and go on over to Twitch or YouTube at Active Chucks. I pinned that at Active Chucks. Go on over there so you can get the entire content. Instagram only gonna give you an hour. You know what I'm saying? Spirit Wonder, West, smoke session. Smoke session time. What it do? Hey, listen, man. DC Baby Drako exposed allegations, court rumors, and the truth about his past. Oh, yeah, we gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Dominique Mayweather, salute. Drako got a weird case. Why is he around? What? I'ma do my stuff. Yeah, I'm saying. Man, I'm so tired, man. I gotta run through this real quick. So we ain't finna even wait for everybody to get up in here. We could wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's get some music going up in this funky joint. You know what I'm saying? In this funky joint. Maria gonna be home, so we gonna get through it. Bang that like button. I'm gonna wait till we got enough likes, and then we gonna get into this, man. Let's go ahead and get this going. Well, Spider shot a video with him. I wonder if Spider was wearing drawers at that video shoot. Yeah. What's going on? But the minor though, Laurel Garcia, I don't know. We couldn't find no conviction. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna let me get into it. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? I was looking to confirm a conviction. One thing I can't do, me being and understanding how the judicial system works, the hardest thing it is to win a case against the system, and then or to not be convicted of something you're accused of. And the fact we can't find nothing with a conviction in itself is very alarming. You know, I mean, it's very alarming, making me think that maybe the allegation could have been false. You know what I'm saying? But you still had that weird case, so you ain't coming around my nieces and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you a lot different, player. For real. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the content, man.
Help me act right when I'm at the group home, calm down. That's stuff.
Fam West, what up?
The lithium didn't work.
So they got him doped up in
So the lithium did not work. That just made me crazy.
Doped up on lithium.
That's what
It's the big one. Not the little homie. Loyalty and respect over here. This members only.
So we're going to get into that documentary. It's a public documentary about children who get put into the system as ward of the courts. Department of Children's Services, Child Protective Services took them. There was issues in the home. I could definitely relate to that. I went through that and went into the system. So he definitely come from a troubled upbringing. So he's definitely, there's some issues already there. And even more than that, they were drugging him up while he was in there. You know what I'm saying? Licked him and that didn't work. It made him worse. We're going to get into that, but let's stick to the topic at hand. DC Baby Drako got a weird case. Why is he around?
And on these YT streets today, man, we got DC Baby Drako blowing the internet up. Got people going into frenzy, man, asking questions like, where he from? Who is he? Do we like kids? What's the word on dude? So I had to get my info. I had to do my due diligence. You feel what I'm saying? And what I came up with, man, was staggering. I'm like, dude, I see why boy done left Oakland. You know what I mean? Got the homies like, why? Where you been? I see you, man. Kicking up dust out here in Southern Cal. It ain't gonna last too long, man, with all them on your files. You hear what I'm saying? But I got a couple of videos for y'all today. Y'all make y'all decision.
I need everybody on here, go tag DC Baby No Drako. Everybody, please go tag DC Baby No Drako. Please. Since he won't be leaving comments and being funny on my page, he wants some attention. I'm gonna give him the attention he wants.
I got one. What you call it? When that kid daddy find you that you raped, nigga, he gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, man. When they find where you at, man, they finna get your ass together, man. That nigga PG Baby Drako, nigga. Alright, nigga, that nigga PC Baby Drako, man. Look, check this out, man. That nigga PC Baby Drako, man.
I'm slapping niggas, nigga. My grandma, nigga. You niggas got me fucked up, bitch ass niggas. Baby Drako, you's a hoe, nigga. We on your bitch ass, nigga. If I ever see you, I'm slapping the dog shit out your bitch ass, nigga. You's a hoe on my mama. And I'm still 42K like a motherfucker, nigga.
It's good, Fako. That's why you up there getting his dick sucked by your mama, nigga. Stupid! Niggas want to disrespect Joey because he dead. It's good, Fako. That's why you up there getting his dick sucked by your mama, nigga. Stupid!
Don't sleep. We better stay in that house, nigga. Ain't no more, bro. Wait, what's happening, nigga? Bitch ass nigga.
Paperwork. Men lie, women lie. Paperwork don't. Let's see something.
Ready to drop ski, y'all.
Man,
Now,
that
these
like
charges would
button.
consist of human trafficking in a minor, unlawful sexual intercourse.
Now, mind y'all, this is where the internet could go out of control. These are the arrest charges. So he was arrested and charged for these crimes, which is weird. Very, very weird that you even have that associated with you. But without certification of a conviction for these crimes, without him being on Megan's list or Megan's law, what is it? I'm finna look it up because I didn't even check to see if he on there. I'm finna look that up now. But can't just put that on the nigga if he beat the cases or the charges was dismissed. You still look at him like a weirdo, but you can't hold him accountable.
Course with a minor, pimping a minor, second-degree burglary, riding in a vehicle with an unlawful firearm, pursuing a child to engage in sex activities. Brother, what is you on?
It's your boy Bossland Chris checking in with y'all. And today we got your boy DC Baby Drako, man. I don't know him as DC Baby Drako. We don't know him as DC Baby Drako. We know him as the Anthony. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little background on D'Anthony, everybody. His mom name is Renee. She was born in like 1960. You know what I mean? She an old bitch. So she about 61. Her birthday around like November 20th. She'll be 62 real soon, you know what I mean? She graduated in like 1977. So if you know like I know, that was the beginning of the crack era. But we don't call her Renee. We call her Auntie Renee. And from what I hear, she was one of them top-notch buyers.
G. Okay, that's it. Give my $2.
Auntie was one of the ones at the gas station who would hit that window for you, pump your gas, and steal your tags. You know what I mean? If y'all ever wonder why people be cutting up their tags with them razors, putting lines on their shit, she was the original reason why they did that. But due to the fact of her early addiction, she had to do what she had to do, if you know what I mean, for that money. You know what I mean? To support her habit. Man, so word around the street, her prices start getting real affordable. Young niggas and old niggas. It got so bad for her prices went to like $10 to $15. So everybody was jumping on that shit.
Yeah. $10 to $15 is nasty work.
And she was getting knocked up.
$10 to $15 slanging that thing for a little bit of change. She gonna do something strange. $15 is ridiculous. She had hit rock bottom. Let's go.
Man, she ended up getting knocked up, man, by one of these niggas. And that's when D'Anthony came about. You know what I mean? Y'all know him as DC Baby Drako. But his birth name is D'Anthony. He was born in like 1995. And it don't take no rocket scientist to figure this out. He was a crack baby. His mom disowned his little bastard ass.
Shit, me too.
So you know, I'm like a hood psychiatrist, man.
Listen, bro, I'm a crack baby too. Well, my dad was smoking Sherm really for me. I think he just started freebasing, which was a little before crack. But yeah, I definitely, I'm sure he was intoxicated when I was conceived.
Due to that crack that Auntie Renee was pumping in his ass, he became a complicated ass kid. You know, one of them wild ass bipolar disorder, PTSD, better known as post-traumatic stress disorder.
Fam West, what up? Salute.
You know, what they call that shit, ADD. He was running around hella hyper.
Salute. Bang that like button. Let's go.
You know, calling his teachers bald-headed, getting suspended for hella days. From my understanding, they tried to put the nigga in a special ed class to catch him up. But you know, I don't know how that went for him. But I heard this nigga love some sushi. I swear. They used to utilize that shit for him, you know, to bring his behavior down. Like, man, we'll take you to go get some sushi if you calm down. So, yeah, man, he loved that sushi, man. But, man, listen, though, man, this nigga was out of control, man. He done went to about 14, 15 different schools, 11 group homes, and 9 foster homes. God damn. Woo. Yeah, man. And he was at one of them old school group homes, too. You know, it was a lot of men in there that was stronger than him, much more powerful than him. And, man, I hate to say it, man, but they say they took advantage of that.
Who is they and where is they going to say that at? They wouldn't even let that information out. They protect children. So that's a rumor. I don't know why this dude went that far to do it. Now, do that happen in them places? Yeah. So you can't put it that it ain't a possibility, but this dude is they say. He say, she say. We don't do that over here, Damu, Kiwe.
That young man multiple times. And it's fucked up for any kid to go through some shit like that, for real though. Like, I just want to say that to like from my bottom of my heart though, man, that I know that'd be hard for anybody, you know what I mean? And I'm against all that, you know. But back to D'Anthony though. Yeah, D'Anthony had problems making friends because of his mental health. And if you know, like I know, if you was a special ed back then, you couldn't hang. So that used to follow him back to the group home. And I don't know if y'all remember when I told y'all earlier, he was heavily medicated because of all that little crazy shit and them big ass strong niggas taking advantage of him. He developed this little disorder that made him pee in the bed until he was a teenager. So nobody really wanted to hang with him, you know, or be around him. Don't nobody want to be around nobody smelling like piss all day, you know. But that shit started spreading like a virus, and it started following him everywhere, even to the women department. His biggest fear was that he might go over to a young lady's house, fall asleep, piss in the bed, and fuck up the sheets. So the reason I just gave y'all that background, though, you know, I just gave y'all that because I want y'all to know what made him turn into this new character, DC Baby Drako.
Man, this is nasty work.
So y'all got a better understanding of his childhood, and y'all can understand him now as a grown man. And now him being grown now, he don't got to take his medication no more. So his whole chemical balance is all off, you know what I mean? And that's what's making a nigga lash out, man. Seriously, man. That's what's making a nigga lash out. You know, he ain't had no friends. He ain't nobody wanted to fuck with him, you know, and now he mad at the world and he want to turn it up with the whole Bay Area, you know, based on what he was going through in his childhood, you know. But the man is just, you know, he's just nuts, man. But I got a fun fact for y'all too, man. This man's name is D'Anthony Dandy, man. You can look him up or whatever, you know, on the internet. His case gonna pop up on there, you know. And this is just a fun fact that I had got, you know, through the grapevine from somebody. I ain't gonna give up the name of her, you know what I mean? But I guess the young lady was gonna leak out some information on him, you know, doing his little disorder move, pissing in the bed.
Salute,
you know, and he ended up beating the shit out of her, going upside her head and shit, and, you know, ended up with a little.
Okay, so the girl was supposed to expose he beat women. Okay, well, why she didn't? And he did have them charges. And sometime in those situations, females are lie. You know what I'm saying? They'll lie and say you did it when you did, and they'll lie and say you didn't when you did. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is you don't have nobody coming forth on that. And that's between him and them. It's a whole bunch of toxic baby mama drama shit in the hood. I stay out of that dick and pussy shit, bro. Let's go.
Domestic violence case and a restraining order on him, you know. And if you go on there, you'll see it, you know, Bossland ain't doing no capping.
I'm going to say, I know that video was mostly jokes or whatever. He was getting his jokes off. But, man, some of them allegations were serious, man. And he said it was 2 of them charges or one of them charges that he took a plea on. So which charges you take a plea on, man? I'm trying to understand.
Now, that's a good question. Now, he didn't reach there. DC Baby Drako, I did not find what you pled to, whether it was one of the sex charges, whether the sex charges were all thrown out because it was a lie. So I ain't saying I'm clearing you. All I'm saying is I didn't find enough to say that you were convicted. You know what I'm saying? But you got a weird case. Why are you around? We almost
then, because them was some crazy ass charges, and you sitting there at the interview with Spotty face telling them like, man, you don't even know the case, you don't even know the charges. We know the charges now, so let us know which one that you settled with, man, that you agreed to. This is crazy for you to even get charged with that, man. I don't understand. And then people be like, how is he still getting interviews in the hood? Well, you gotta understand, a lot of hood niggas ain't watching this internet shit, man. They don't, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of dudes still got Obama phones in the hood, you feel what I'm saying? And that ain't throwing no dirt or nothing like that, you feel what I'm saying? That just let it be known, like, people get this internet shit confused with real streets, man. They not on this internet every day like other people are. You feel what I'm saying? That's what people gotta understand. But when they do get in tune and they do hear about this stuff or they do read the paperwork, I guarantee you he will not be allowed on no stumping grounds, man. And that's real. That's coming from a Southern California real one. You hear what I'm saying? But we got questions, man. What it is. Spody face, stay on his neck, gang. Just like that. But this members only, man. Rock with your boy.
Shout out to the smoke session. The smoke session says he found what he was convicted for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is nasty work.
I'm sitting here trying to look too. I'm trying to find out because he said it on the interview.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to hear what he said. I want the actual work. You know what I'm saying? Because he could tell.
I know but he said what he pled out to, and I can't remember. But he said it. He said it. I looked at it today, but I can't remember. But yeah, it's still not a good case. I mean, you don't get caught with underage minors and y'all boosting or whatever you doing.
No,
you're not finna have no female around.
I think I just got it. This is smoke session. Got the content. I just dropped the link for Stand on the Media. So look, this is what the optics of this might people might have problem with this off the top, bro. Let's see what this do. Oh, this is nasty work, bro. This is nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Wait. All my niggas who be thinking we soft, we don't play. With no kids, you gonna get your neck sawed off. Hold up. Wait. So look. So he was arrested in a sting operation in Anaheim, in which Anaheim police responded to an ad featuring the women, which had been posted to a website used to find prostitutes. So they making posts like it's dates, right? Nasty work. During the sting, prosecutors said investigators found that Johnson Harris had been her pimp for about 4 days, telling her how much to charge for various sex acts. Hold on. In Kennedy's case, prosecutors said he was dropping off 3 teenage women, a 19-year-old, 16-year-old, and a 15-year-old in an area of Anaheim known for prostitution. So more than likely, that's Harbor. If you know, you know. If you down and if you sat them down, you know. You know what I'm saying? Prosecutors said, "Hey man, I used to be right over there off Disney Way." You know what I'm saying? Hey man, sitting up in the hotel, man. You know, I gotta go though when the dough come. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the prosecutor said undercover Anaheim police officers saw 2 of the teens and talked to them at the scene. Kennedy was arrested last week by federal law enforcement in what authorities described as a large-scale human trafficking sweep. Oh, so this was federal. So maybe this is why we don't see no what you call it, and why he would CS2 back. Let me be objective and not jump to conclusion. You know what I'm saying?
CS2 Backlemore, huh?
Yeah, CS2 Backlemore. Hold on. Oh, it's not letting me see that case. How come it's not? Let me see that Vision Public. Yeah, it's not. Let me see the case. Okay. Hold on. I think I gotta type it in. The web has experienced an unexpected server error. Ain't that a bitch? So we gonna keep trying to get this, but in the meantime, we ain't gonna wait. Yeah, DC is Harris, not Kennedy. Okay, so DC is Harris, not Kennedy. So we do got that. The poll is going crazy. Is DC Baby Drako in need of help? 67% said yes. And we're going to get into some of that. Let me go ahead. Bang that like button if y'all just coming in, since I'm having problems with that content. We'll get back to that content. You know what I'm saying? And could you look on Megan's Law and see if his name pop up?
Let me check.
Yeah. So let's go to this, because this is really big. I'm a true believer in hurt people, and even though he wasn't guilty, and I don't think that we could push the knife on. I mean, you can stand on what you go stand on, right? Okay, he pled guilty. Okay, they said he's not on it. Pimping, deriving support from prostitute, not guilty. Okay, what did he plead guilty to? So he was not guilty on the pimping, deriving support from prostitute, right? But it was, what did he actually plead guilty to?
That nigga didn't register. That's what the problem. He didn't register. You know, that's just
Now
like
they said
Nicki
he's not on
Minaj.
there.
That's like Nicki Minaj's husband. He didn't register, and he still got charged for it. You know what I'm saying? You got Cowboy that's on there. He registered. Then BG Knockout's brother didn't register. That was the issue with him. Like these niggas be running around undercover, man. Nigga, he a weirdo nigga to me, and I don't trust him. And
No,
I'm
I
ashamed.
definitely don't trust him. I definitely think he what I was saying. I believe hurt people, right?
Yeah, that's
And we
true.
finna
That's
get
true.
into this dude's history, and that's what leads me to believe it, even though I'm looking at what he pled to. Let me see. I'm finna chat GPT. So what wait, what is PC 277 IA under the law? So this is what he pled guilty to. It looks like pandering, but we don't know if it got a child in it when Chat GPT come up. Yeah, it comes with pandering.
I mean, it had to be. You got 15-year-old, a 17 or 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old. So yeah, to me, that's
Yeah,
pimping
but
and pandering.
I don't
One of
think.
them broads.
Yeah, I don't think it was 260. No, he got A. He didn't get the minor, bro. So whichever broad he pled to pandering wasn't as a minor. It says PC 266 IA is California's pandering law. It makes it a felony to bring someone into prostitution, keep them in it, or arrange profit from getting them into it. Under Penal Code 266 IA, a person commits pandering if they do any of these: procure another person for prostitution, cause, induce, persuade, encourage someone to become a prostitute, including by promises, threats, violence, or a scheme. Find, procure a place for someone to work as a prostitute, e.g., as an inmate of a house, place where prostitution is allowed and encouraged. Encourage someone already in such a place to remain there, again, including by promises, threats, violence, scheme. Procure someone by fraud, duress, or abuse of authority for prostitution, or to enter, leave the state for prostitution, and receive, give, or agree to money or something of value for procuring or attempted to procure someone for prostitution. The penalty is 3 years, 4 years, 6 years in California State Prison. Note, 266 IB is diversion involving a minor and has its own penalty rules. So he wasn't convicted of the kids, bro. We got pimps all in the hood. If that nigga that ain't convicted of the kids, then it wasn't. They didn't get him for those minors, and I guess that's what Smokey is telling me, that the other dude, the minors on this one was with the other dude, right? So he definitely still weird for being in that situation, and he definitely into perspective. DC like babies, Freako.
Yo,
Right.
I'm gonna roll with you, Deuce, and I'm gonna bring this underage chick, these couple chicks, but we all gonna be together. I'm gonna be getting my money. It's all good, homie. You cool, but I'm gonna still have these little underage chicks with us, and we gonna be doing our thing, thugging in the streets. Man, God, nigga, fuck all that. I got daughters, nigga. A nigga coming around with an underage chick, 15, 16, 18, 18, yeah, but 15, 16, bro, you know a young underage chick. Nigga, that's weirdo shit. That's weirdo shit.
Shotgun,
like,
who is that?
Salute. How you, bro? Upstate New York, bro. I've been on you a couple times, bro. How you?
All right, I'm blessed. And yourself?
I'm good, bro. How you, man?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man. Trying to really get to this. I think you made a good point. The dude with him, if he was with him, he's still weird. But some niggas be scary, bro. You know what I'm saying? So say that the pimp nigga that did have the minors was a gunner and he knew that, he might have been scared. Still weird because he could have slid up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was in his car or he was in his car.
Deuce, I got a question. My thing was DC Baby Drako, like going in the camera with other niggas' hoods. Again, I'm an East Coast nigga, so what I'm trying to elaborate. So before he got caught with these supposed charges, was he doing what he was doing before he got his name? For example, was he going in other niggas' hood, like blogging on their hood?
I don't really know too much about him, honestly.
Right, but it was a federal charge, right?
That's what this one was saying, that it was federal. Let me pull that up.
Right. So after he caught the federal charge, he didn't get a job as a truck driver, as nothing. He got a job like with a camera, right? An Oakland nigga, right? I'm a East Coast nigga, right?
Oh, you said after he got
right. I'm just
can't get no regular job. Come on.
So he got a job like filming a camera and going in other niggas' hoods, right? Now, like he chose that profession.
Right.
Right. After catching a federal charge, right?
Right. Yeah. I definitely can see where I'm skeptical. You definitely ain't doing no hood vlog with me.
Okay, check this out, Deuce. You ain't good in the brims no more. They kicked your ass out, sent you out. Now you somewhere in the valley, and it's some valley, hood niggas out there. But you ain't good in your hood. It gotta be a reason why they sent your ass down from up north down here, bro. Them niggas know what he about. And just like she said, I know this nigga. Now I ain't gonna put it past that she got some emotional attachment or something because he probably was knocking it out or whatever. But it's something more to that nigga. He just a weirdo to me. That's all. I'm not feeling it. That's all. But to each his own.
I ain't putting a jacket on the nigga, but I mean a nigga that's not from Oakland, right? And no niggas, right? That know when you get a camera, like even if hood blogs, even in jail documentaries, when you get a camera and you show young niggas in the hood, they start throwing it up, they start throwing their sets up. Like, so anybody that's not in the LA district, I can understand why they're not questioning him, but questioning him, why is he feel comfortable in going to other hoods after he caught a federal charge? Like, what are you really trying to blog on? Like, that's what like 1 and 1 and 2 is 2. Like, I see how LA use their informants. I see how LA do their informants. That's what I see now. Like, and I'm from
the
New York.
feds doing that everywhere, but LA.
No. I was gonna speak to Deuce. I know how passionate you is about LA, bro. So I was gonna say elaborate too. New York and LA is definitely the highest level of corruption, of violating the Constitution, as I can see. And I have a problem with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like,
all right, look, hold on. Let me read this because you running on sentence, bro, and we got a lot to read. So look, so this is Johnson Harris and Davion DeAnthony, right? So pled guilty. That was to the pandering. Now, the pimping, deriving support for prostitute, not guilty, right? That's one, not guilty. Boom. Okay, bam. Defendant Johnson Harris Davion. Statute 266I PC pandering. He pled guilty. This is what Davion pled guilty to. This is DC Baby Drako, right?
That's why they call him PC Draco, huh?
Right. Davion Harris. Okay, what was this one? Pandering. This was his sequence 266IA. It has nothing to do with the B charge. The B would mean the minors. So he would they said he would be on Megan's Law whether he was convicted or not. So pimping a minor in California is a felony case primarily covered under 266HB or 266IB, right? And then boom. Here goes that's the one I just showed. Boom. We read that. So here goes the FBI government arcade. So the other dude is the one that the feds got with the minor, right? Let me fix this so everybody can see. Bang that like button. Bang that like button, bang that like button. LA area's gang member pleads guilty to sex trafficking of minors by force. Linwood man becomes 8th convicted of sex trafficking charges for prostituting teenage girls, recruited from the Inland Empire schools. Conviction is the latest in a string of human trafficking prosecutions recently brought by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Riverside, California. On the day a jury was expected to hear opening statements in his trial, a Linwood gang member pleaded guilty on Tuesday to federal sex trafficking charges, admitting that he used force, fraud, and coercion to recruit teenage girls who worked as prostitutes across Southern California. Paul Edward Bell, 29, an alleged member of the Rolling 60 Crip street gang, so he was hanging with a nigga from 6-0, pleaded guilty on Monday pursuant to a plea agreement, or a nigga that claimed 6-0.
I think it's that light-skinned nigga that's on that picture with him.
Okay. A plea agreement that calls for a sentence of 30 years in federal prison. Woo! He got 30. Bro, that's what they gonna bang you fucking with them kids. Bell, who used multiple monikers, including J-Rock, pleaded guilty before a United States District Judge Virginia Phillips, who is scheduled to determine whether to accept the 30-year binding plea agreement and sentence the defendant to that term of imprisonment on March 31st, 2014. The nigga took the 30, nigga, as long as he couldn't get no more. That's what it means by binding. Bell is the 8th and final defendant convicted after a federal grand jury returned an indictment in August 2012 that resulted from an investigation by the Inland Child Exploitation Prostitution Task Force, which is comprised of agents, deputies, and officers with the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, the San Bernardino Police Department, and the Pomona Police Department and Ontario Police Department. Oh, this is nasty work.
Long-tail Dale. He was probably hanging with Long-tail Dale.
That's what I'm looking for, nigga.
Wait, you said the Pomona Police Department?
Nigga.
Yeah. Ain't Rap from Pomona?
Nah, he's from Pacoima.
Okay.
In court documents previously filed in this case, prosecutors said that Bell and his co-defendants used minors as prostitutes for their own financial gain. They preyed on vulnerable victims, convinced them to become prostitutes, and verbally and physically abused them when they did not perform as required, according to various court documents. In a plea agreement filed yesterday, Bell specifically admitted that in 2011, he recruited and harbored 4 minor victims, ages 15 to 17, that he forced to work as prostitutes in Linwood and Compton. Bell admitted physically abusing one victim for not performing as a prostitute and for acting up, according to the plea agreement. Sex trafficking is an abominable crime that condemns its victims to physical and psychological trauma, hardship, and abuse. The U.S. Attorney Andre Baroli Jr. Mr. Bell and his cohorts coldly and brutally victimize young women and juveniles, subjecting them to treatment that can only be described as inhumane. Bell exploited his victims for profit, and now he will be held accountable and punished for his predatory conduct. The defendants in this case lured minor victims from the school with false promises of a glamorous lifestyle, only to sexually exploit and abuse them in furtherance of the game and for their own financial gain, said Bill Lewis, the assistant director of the FBI's LA field office. January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and today's announcement should send a message to those with similar intentions of targeting minors that the FBI and our task force partners are committed to investigating allegations of sex trafficking and sending them to prison. The other defendants in this case who previously pleaded guilty are Samuel Rogers, Gary Rogers, Christopher Weldon, Javiah Brooks, Kimberly Alberti of Riverside, Christy Harrell of Riverside, and Su Yan of Rosemead, a Chinese national who assisted Bell with his prostitution business and pleaded guilty to interstate transportation in the aid of racketeering. Okay, U.S. So that was pretty much all it was talking about as far as and then it cites a bunch of cases. So that's the nigga that they put the three minors that had the three minors. But this nigga, he was on a weird case too. You know what I'm saying? You got, if they got you for pimping, then that mean that your whole bitch was hanging around with these bitches. You was cool with it.
Man, they was on G Street. He said San Bernardino. So we talking on G Street. Stop playing, bro. It ain't nothing but prostitutes over there, bro. Underage, man. I just, even if he wasn't convicted, it's the fact that he was hanging around a nigga. That means he was condoning it. He was with it. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely get that, but I don't think niggas is gonna hold him accountable. Press release.
No, they probably not. They probably not.
But I think that they're on every penitentiary yard that he go to, there's gonna be somebody like you with daughters who's gonna take it personal. Like, no, fuck that. I'm still handling
I'm putting a
this
knife
nigga.
in the nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Not be around me, nigga. I don't play that, nigga. I got granddaughters too, nigga. You tripping, cuz on crack. I'm fucking you up.
I got two daughters.
Trying to bang. I ain't trying to gang bang, but nigga, fuck all that, bro. I don't like them type of
Who's
niggas.
giving y'all the realest content for sure? What up, G Mac? Hold on. So let me get to the next one. We're gonna close that one out. So we read that one. I told y'all it was a lot of reading. Oakland. Okay, so now let's go into this dude's backstory. Wait, is this some more crime shit? Oh yeah, 4 suspects caught stealing baby formula at local Safeway stores. So then he was doing.
He was sending them in to steal that shit. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, hold
That's
on.
what it said in the case. I don't know if that to be all true, but yeah.
Our kids is that the one? I think this is it. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, here we go. So 4 suspects caught stealing baby formula at local Safeway stores, right? So this is local police nabbed 4 suspected thieves February 6th in possession of $1,000 worth of baby formula and other merchandise at 2 local Safeway grocery stores on E. Dunn and Tennant Avenues, according to posts on Morgan Hill Police Department's Facebook page. What's Morgan Hill? Morgan Hill's Police Department. Nobody know where that's at. Might be the Bay Area. So after being dispatched to the Tennant Avenue store Monday afternoon, Morgan Hill Police then apprehended 3 female suspects and 1 male suspect as they attempted to flee in their vehicle onto US 101. The 101 is PCH, right? According to MHPD, officers stopped the car and learned that the male driver, DeAnthony Dandy, 21, of Oakland, was on post released community supervision, which police likened to parole but supervised by local probation department. The 3 female passengers were identified as China Ashley, 19, of Vacaville, Kayla Jones, 21, of Antioch, and Latoya Murray, 25, of Antioch. Officers searched the vehicle and recovered thousands worth of merchandise, including baby formula, medications, and toiletries from various stores, according to MHPD. The investigation revealed that both Safeway stores and at least one CVS had been hit by this crew. The NHPD's February 6 post details video surveillance footage showed the same 3 females hitting multiple stores. All 4 suspects were charged with burglary, conspiracy, and grand theft, according to local authorities. MHPD dispatchers learned from the Tennant Avenue store manager that the other Safeway on E. Dunn Avenue had just been hit by 3 suspected thieves who targeted the baby formula aisle. He then told dispatchers that he had 3 suspects in the same aisle at his Dunn Avenue store. The suspects fled before police arrived, but staff gave excellent descriptions as the women ran to a waiting car. The MHPD post states this was a carefully coordinated attempt to steal from the people of Morgan Hill, and thanks to the great communication between the community and PD, they did not succeed. MHPD continues. Hopefully, the message is getting around. Morgan Hill is not the place to come and commit crimes. We have a proactive police department and a vigilant community. That spells disaster for criminals. All 4 suspected thieves were booked into Santa Clara County main jail on multiple felony charges. Anyone with information on this case or any other victims can contact us on 408-779-2101 and reference case number, and then there goes the case number 170352. So we're going to end that one there, and then we're going to get into this this little video real quick. Is it the video or is it more reading? Let me see. Yeah, I think it is. Damn, it is more reading. Fuck it. I got to do it. I got the content. This is what I do for y'all, man. Salute, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hold on. That was it. Okay. So we finna go ahead and go to this one. Drugging Our Kids, Part 2, DeAnthony's story. So this is DC Baby Drako. This is him as a kid. Foster care was a life of mind-numbing medication, head-spinning moves, and ultimately heart-wrenching loneliness until one adult finally listened and helped him realize there might be a better path. Oakland. Whisked away from his drug-addicted mother, then rejected by his adoptive mom. DeAnthony Dandy spent his childhood wondering where he fit in. Often, the trauma made him depressed. Sometimes it made him defiant. At school, he called his teacher baldhead, hurled pencils, and got suspended twice in the 9th grade. So California's foster care system did what it often does with a complicated kid. It moved him 29 times. He never had stability. Damn, it's fucked up. And in a futile attempt to control his behavior and dull his pain, it medicated him for years with a risky regimen of mind-altering drugs, lithium, Depakote, even an adult dose of powerful antipsychotic Risperdal. DeAnthony's story, revealed through dozens of interviews over 10 months and an exhaustive review of his juvenile dependency court records, illustrates a disturbing pattern detailed in Drugging Our Kids. This newspaper's year-long investigation. Hold on, I'm getting feedback from one of y'all. Shotgun, you got to mute up, bro. So, drugging our kids. This newspaper's year-long investigation. When it comes to managing challenging childhoods, the nation's largest child welfare system relies on expedient choices that often don't work and resist tough ones that do. It took an extraordinary adult who finally listened to help DeAnthony realize there might be a better path, but his frequent moves and a haze of medications made it difficult for him to settle down. Until then, nobody actually told me, like, what's going on, said DeAnthony, now 19. What's going on in the inside? I know you could be a good kid. An epic journey begins, and here was a picture of him right here, DeAnthony, right? DeAnthony was just a kid no taller than a rocking horse when a foster parent adopted him, along with his younger brother, Darion. Dressed in a button-up shirt and purple polka dot tie, DeAnthony being next to his brother in a photo taken after the adoption ceremony. A banner behind them read, "Welcome forever, families." Forever lasted only a few years. Asian and in poor health, his adoptive mother decided she could no longer care for both young boys. DeAnthony was causing too much trouble and would have to go. In one outburst, he even kicked her in the leg. The chilling sense of being alone in the world set in the night. She dropped him at an Oakland residential facility for children. I looked around, said DeAnthony, recalling a solid night of crying. And I thought, what could I do at 10 years old to be in a group home? Separated from his brother, DeAnthony was suddenly one of the thousands of California kids who land in group homes. Many have worn out their welcome with a foster family or relative and are difficult to place. Instead of nurturing parents, tucking children into bed, most group homes have minimum wage shift workers enforcing lights out and the many other rules posted on the wall. Kids who break those rules quickly learn the consequences. Here go a picture of him with his brother when they got adopted. Damn, that's sad as fuck, bro. Damn. So, when foster parents or group homes have had enough, they can issue an incontestable 7-day notice, the foster care system version of an eviction. With so little stability, questions kept nagging DeAnthony about who he was and where he belonged. He tried to make the best of it. In dependency court records he shared with a reporter, DeAnthony is described by his court-appointed advocate as creative, caring, artistic, sweet, pleasant, helpful, talented, and energetic. One court report noted that DeAnthony loved sushi when he tried it for the first time. Although he was a little saddened that caviar never grew up to be a dope fish. Yet, the longer he stayed in foster care, the more difficult he became to manage. Slight but powerful, DeAnthony gave fits to a succession of caregivers. His records show displaying behaviors that were verbally abusive, aggressive, extremely defiant, and threatening. Again and again, social workers carted DeAnthony from place to place, an astounding migration that came to include 14 schools, 11 group homes, 9 foster homes, 3 inpatient units, and 2 stays in a shelter. The path took him from Stockton to Ceres to Salinas to San Jose. Each and every move, when a kid has to start over, they start over feeling that they are no one, said attorney and former foster youth Phil Ledoux, legal director of the California court-appointed Special Advocates Association. It very much reinforces that there is something wrong with you and you are all alone. Diagnosis, then drugs. The foster care system has few solutions for kids who continually act out. Moving them to new homes is hardly ideal. but increasingly the system's other alternative is to medicate them, often with little thought about whether the drugs are doing more harm than good. And when a child moves frequently like D'Anthony, the doctors, drugs, and diagnosis can pile up. At least 14 psychiatrists throughout Northern and Central California examined D'Anthony, diagnosing him variously with post-traumatic stress, reactive attachment, major depression, bipolar disorder, and attention deficit hyperactivity. They prescribed an ever-changing cocktail of medications, including 2 antipsychotics at once, that experts called dangerous and ineffective after reviewing his case at the newspaper's request. One even called it disgusting. Damn, bro. Damn. Lithium, for example, is not approved by the FDA for children younger than 12. And to date, studies on the drug's effectiveness have only been conducted on adults. But D'Anthony was prescribed the powerful mood stabilizer at age 10 or 11. His available records are unclear, and on the precise money, he took 3 doses a day between 2006 and 2008. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch this real quick. Let me see how long this is. 40 seconds. Oh, it's not playing? Oh, yeah, it's not going to play. All right. At age 12, D'Anthony began an escalating course on the stimulant Concerta to counter his hyperactive behavior. That same year, prescribers added the antipsychotic Seroquel and Risperdal, and later another mood stabilizer, Depakote, combining 3 or more psychotropic medications, particularly over an extended period of years, is strongly discouraged and would trigger a secondary review in states such as Illinois and Connecticut that have strict protocols for prescribing to foster children. D'Anthony's treatment sounds like what typically happens, said Sunnyvale's child psychiatrist Stuart Baird, one of several prominent clinicians who responded to a reporter's description of the youth's drug regimen while in foster care. Somebody writes down a diagnosis, Baird said. A little bit of medicine didn't work, so he got more, which didn't work. So he got more, which didn't work. So he got more. And nobody had enough sense to step back and say, is this working? Not that they not have enough sense. They didn't care enough. This is a fucked up reality, bro. D'Anthony's court records showed at least one psychiatrist did finally step back to question why the then 13-year-old boy was receiving an adult dosage of Risperdal, 4 milligrams twice a day, since D'Anthony weighed only 80 pounds. Dr. Raymond Harry cut the dose in half. The antipsychotic was so far beyond what I believe was a reasonable dose for a kid his size that I was concerned about his safety and long-term health effects. Harry said in a recent interview, it seemed the best thing was to try to reduce the dose substantially. Remarkably similar stories. Damn, how much is this? Oh yeah, it's too much. If y'all want to read this, man, I'm gonna put it in the chat in the description. But the question that I asked in the was basically, is DC Baby Drako in need of help? And I'm finna hear what the good people said. So far, the poll says 72% thinks he need help. So he definitely Duke's brother for a little burrito. Miss Inglewood Blues, salute. You know what I'm saying? Keith McCulley, what up? Salute. Mikey B. We almost at an hour. I only wanted to make this an hour and 5 minutes. I want to interact with the people, though. You know what I'm saying? Run them lights up. Joey Westside, gotta get a hood. some grace. Most niggas do not have Obama phones. Really, K Duchess, Slimeball TV. Salute Slimeball TV. What you're looking at. He said pimping and pandering on in the dope. Yeah, Mikey B, that's what it say, bro. He still can't come to the hood. You know what I'm saying? And now he up under CS2 back clause. I dedicate We Are One, Frankie, Beverly, and Mays. When I'm in house, I'm going to dedicate a song to the house and family. Thank you, Miss Inglewood Blue. I'm smoking right now. But I don't trust the dude. Not around no kids in the hood. I don't trust the dude to be filming active gang members in the set. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, based on these charges, I'm not finna do nothing to. I'm talking about even if I was on the pen. But I know that it's gonna be some other people. That's one of the reasons why I'm not gonna volunteer. You know what I'm saying? If in this case it's not even a wobbler, it's not enough here to roll them up off the yard mandatory. But because of how the brother feel, Fam West, there's gonna be people who take it personally, and they're gonna put that knife up in them. That's one of the reasons why I back off, because I already know it's gonna be somebody who gonna take it personal and still get on them. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. He ain't gonna be here with me. I handle it myself. Fuck all y'all niggas. I don't need none of y'all to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
like nigga won't be hanging with the crowd over here. Like if you hanging on the yard with the homies or what, he wouldn't be over there with the homies. Nah, I wouldn't. Nah, he'll get
right.
beat the fuck up in that motherfucker. It'd be like niggas chilling. We
I
ain't
mean, my
seen
whole,
nothing.
my whole thing to it, not to be long winded, Deuce, is just like I just feel like it's just something fishy about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like him chilling with the dude that got that. I just feel like he learned the game from that. I feel like he tried it, he got caught, and I feel like he made a deal, man. No matter what, anytime you
there
align
you go.
yourself up with
There
CS2
you
back,
go.
at the end of the day, it's screaming informant to me because at the end of the day, I know how Wack move. He has to have leverage, and he has some type of leverage on DC Baby Drako. Like that's obvious, you know what I'm saying? Because I just felt like just him for him even bringing him by Sporty Face, he wanted something to pop off. You know what I'm saying? So you
It's
know
a
what I mean?
video of him saying that too. Not to mean to cut you off,
No, you
bro.
good, my G. You good. You good.
Nah,
You good, my G.
it's a video of Wack saying it like, yeah, we about to go pull up on Spody Face. He don't even know I got DC Baby Draco with me. So he was
Yeah.
all setting that whole plan up, bro.
Yeah,
And it's
Sporty
like,
Face was supposed to pop. You know what I mean? He still wanted
right,
him to pop. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
his leverage to Sporty Face by him not popping and saying, "Oh, you're not like that," because that's the thing. You put me up behind the wall in the hard place. Because at the same time, that's what he kept saying. Oh, who was little on me to hold back? But at the same time, you still was begging for him not to do nothing. But my intentions for you bringing him is to get him to react and say, "Oh, hit that nigga right there," and just instantly get it cracking on the nigga. You get what I'm saying?
that's backdoor activity right there. You trying to
Yeah,
set
like
a nigga up for the dulo, homie? Like, nigga, he gonna go torpedo that shit. I'ma just
Hey,
act as a
what?
diversion,
Well,
you
now
know?
Wack is basically hoping that he do something and it goes far and he could get out of jail free card off of Spody Face. But
Right.
shortstop in the field say, "Hey, dudes, he sound like the Bay Area Rico the Rad Rod Gay." Hey, listen, can't trust anybody who associate with CS2 Badges. I didn't trust him because of the case and proximity around the niggas he was with. The fact that the nigga he went through all of this and caught these cases and he done left the Bay Area to come do hood vlogs down here was suspicious. So I didn't trust him for that. You add the fact that he now up under CS2 back.
sounds like you kind of deal with the feds to me.
Let's go. Well, you know, one thing we don't want to do over here is jump to conclusion.
Nah,
I
that's a
believe
fact.
I don't trust him, but
This
over
my
here
opinion.
we need
Why it
receipts,
smell
bro.
like a smell it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, bro.
Yeah, I ain't throwing nothing on this Jackie dudes. I want
Look,
to do
bro.
no.
Yeah, I ain't
Nah,
throwing
nah,
nothing on
nah,
the
nah.
Jackal. I feel
I
sorry
think
for the
I
fact
think
of
y'all
the shit he
going too
went through.
far. No, I
Nah,
think
just
both
my
of y'all
opinion.
going
Just
too
my
far.
opinion.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I think both of y'all going too far. So you could think, and I could think, like I think. I can't say I think he's informant, but I do believe he's compromised in some way. Whether it was the cases that he got, the thieving case, the federal case his boy went through. Maybe he testified against him. Who knows? Or some new shit. We don't know what kind of cases he done caught in between that. These are just the ones we know, but I can't prove it, right? So
Right.
to say that I think it is one, but to say he is an informant, he looks like he informant is something different. On this platform, if you ain't got the work, you can't make that leap. One thing, and the number one thing that separates this platform from every other YouTuber on the internet is our credibility and authenticity, right? If we stamp it, it's a motherfuckers are gonna feel like it's almost official. Like it gotta be official because that's the standards that we gonna hold it to. Journalistic standards where we do the research, which we did research here, but I fell short because honestly, my intentions was to come flame this nigga up, right? That's why I was looking for the work. You know what I'm saying? I see him fucking with CS2 back. Oh, he got another one. Let me see what's on with this nigga so I can flame this nigga up, right? But I ain't found that yet. Don't think it's gonna stop because I could come back tomorrow if we find some more shit. Yeah, I'm saying whacking everybody's business. Left for extra handle that blue face still got fades in the schoolyard. Man, that nigga ain't finna take no fades, bro. That nigga, bro, we got an interview coming up. Flo Malcolm already put hands on that nigga in Delano in reception. So we got an interview coming up with Flo Malcolm and the homie Mac 5 from the hood. Flo Malcolm, SODM Soldier Boy artist, right? He signed to Soldier Boy. He for 5'9" Brown. That's the homie. Then you got Mac 5. That's the little homie from the hood. So both of them niggas is crimees. Some shit happened. They had to get jiggy or whatever. But Mac 5 is the one, and I got the video now. I'm waiting for the interview. I'm gonna release it right before the interview, where he was talking to Blueface, and because Blueface had pulled up and hopped out in my hood. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Blueface pulled up in the Fruitown Brims looking for Soldier Boy? And what's on my page? You can see that one, right?
Man, I know he was in the brims.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So,
he was in the Breeze for you.
yeah, so he come over there and look, and he's so damn slow. But anyway, once the homie seen that, he got on the phone with him, back channeled him, and told him, nigga, why you put the shit on the internet? Nigga, the police that pulled up. Nigga, you got fans and shit pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you finna take that video down, or nigga, you finna pay a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga like, I'll give you a verse. You know what I'm saying? The nigga Blueface said he'll offer the homie a verse to squash the shit. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna interview them about that, and then we gonna interview Flo Malcolm about how you put hands on Blueface and all of that shit. Go check out their interview on that girl Henny. Henny just Bomani, what's up, bro? And Henny just interviewed them, and they got on it. But see, they didn't go as deep as I'm gonna go, because we gonna come from the street element. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my boy Fan West TV. Thank you to Southern Force. What up, bro? I didn't know where you was at. Salute, bro. I had dropped the thing, but salute to Shotgunner for joining us today. Until the next time, bang that like button on your way out. This is Damu Kiwe Conversation.